to follow up on what they said, that they were arresting me for trespass.
You have to email the White House.
Can he talk to was it the organizer?
He can do whatever he likes to do.
I know, but he needs to go in and talk to the organizer.
They won't let him back in.
And when did it come out?
The shirt you're wearing right now.
The only thing I was doing was wearing my T-shirt.
And that's not your testimony. Right. And that's not your testimony.
I'm the son of a Holocaust survivor. And I have a right as a citizen to be in there.
Oh, you were trying to get in the thing.
And the only reason that I wasn't, and the only reason that I left was that the event organizer told me that if I wasn't leaving voluntarily, that I was being arrested and under trespass. Then they get me outside. They tell me they're arresting me. They told me repeatedly. They said they were on video camera. They said they were arresting me, and I wasn't able to. Otherwise, I would have still been in there with my T-shirt, visible to people, expressing my First Amendment rights.
No police officers.
They all came and they told me that I was being brought, that I was being arrested.
Yeah, I brought him over here to let him out. He just don't want to get out.
Roger, this comes from who gives a shit about them?
Well, it's kind of like, part of me is like, make those chicken shits who said that I was being arrested for trespass suffer the optics of having arrested me and violating my First Amendment rights for the content of what was on my T-shirt.
The problem is none of them are over here. They're not even going to notice it.
Later, right now, this event is too big. We don't want to come out. No one's going in. So come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, I mean, at least we got a little video and photographs of what happened here. And I've got what's that?
Yeah, come agitate on the mic.
Yeah.
Come
Okay,
on,
I guess it's kind of, these guys are such nice guys. You know, it's kind of like, to me, it's like, it's comfortable here. And if they're saying they're not arresting me,
This feels like...
why can't I have the microphone right here?
No.
What, would you have to arrest me for using the room?
We're not allowed to be on camera and all of that.
Roger, let's go, man.
I just came, one of my last stops was at the grave of my grandfather, Jakob Ehrlich, who was the only Jew on Vienna City Council in 1938 when the Nazis came in and and when my dad was 15, he was the first transport to Dachau, and probably because he refused to collaborate, was one of the first, after God knows what they did to him, and was one of the first people to be murdered at Dachau. My dad went on to be a refugee and in the U.S. Army in Europe, and a Civil Liberties Union, and a peace advocate. So, as a long-time associate member of Veterans for Peace and a proud member of Jewish Voice for Peace, I think it is tremendous outrage that I'm up there in the top of the bleachers on the side of that stage, and the only thing that differentiated me from other people was what the word content of the message on my T-shirt. My First Amendment rights have been violated. That is a public venue. They can say that it's privately rented, but it's paid for with public tax dollars. It's clearly, for all practical purposes, a public event. The only reason I was singled out and told to leave was because I was advocating for a ceasefire now. Which did not Biden even pretend during the debate that he was trying to negotiate a ceasefire? He did. He pretended to. Yes. But, and I'll tell you who else was liars. The organizers of that event who told me that I was not leaving voluntarily. Because I told them, they asked me repeated times. I said, no, I have a ticket. I'm not doing anything different from the rest of these people other than the message, First Amendment message I've chosen to wear on my T-shirt, and I will not leave unless you arrest me. and those chicken shit said they were arresting me. They escorted me out. I sat down after they were outside. They said they were going to arrest me. I got into the car when I was leaving because they said they were taking me over there to arrest me. I wanted a federal case out of them. They violated my rights. And what more to the point, our tax dollars are being used to kill innocent people, and this issue is being repressed out of our public discussion. Shame on these people. And let me repeat, don't call me an anti-Semite. The other thing that happened recently, besides this legislation in the state legislature, I don't have as big a problem with that about, it's kind of like, yeah, is Israel a racist state? I think it is. I think more of it's a religious state, which I think is anti-democratic. But they also passed a law saying that it was a crime for even a private corporation to divest from a country based on human rights violations. I mean, what's becoming of our democracy? I'm the son of a Holocaust survivor. I'm a very active citizen. I'm an associate member of Veterans for Peace and a member of Jewish Voice for Peace. Thank you for being here on the side of peace, justice, democracy, and free Palestine! Free Palestine! Thank you, Roger.